Well, good evening. Good evening. Thank you very much for having me here. And I had a question for you regarding foreign wars. Ron Paul had actually commented that he considers foreign wars, the current foreign wars, to be unconstitutional. Other Republican candidates for the presidency have gone so far as to say that while they don't support foreign wars, they actually feel that there might be a need for us to even expand our scope of operations into Iran, for instance. What do you think about ending foreign wars? What would be your position on that? And if we were to end foreign wars and bring the troops home, how quickly do you see that happening? And what do you think the government should do with the federal spending that we're currently investing overseas?
Well, there's a lot of questions in there. First and foremost, if we're going to send our kids out to get killed or to sacrifice, we need to declare war. Congress must stand up and be held accountable for the actions that we expect our servicemen to do. That's right off the bat. Number two, if we send, part of that declaration of war has to be the ability to allow our troops to win. This letting them go over without rules of engagements where they win, where they become targets instead of actually doing something, coming home, is wrong. I do not see how in the long term and the short term we are ever going to win in Afghanistan because we don't have the years necessary to do it. That's their problem. I do believe that there are problems growing around in the world. Iran is a problem. We had an opportunity under this administration and the last to really incite and really help the citizens of Iran who wanted to take matters into their own hands, but we fell back and we didn't support them. You know, Radio Free Europe really helped end the Cold War because we put things across the border. We need to do that and to do it. I'm very, very hurt by the fact that we've had men and women risk their lives to go and do things to subvert powers in Iran, to take out leaders here and there, and for political gain, our politicians have said, hey, look at what we did. We should never have known about that. That's taken away an asset that we can never use that could have kept us safe. We're talking that there are people in this world that want to kill us. They want us dead. I am in favor of if somebody does that and we attack them, we need to show them that we have no mercy. We're going to end it quickly and come home. And then maybe people will leave us alone for the near term. But they'll always be coming back.
John Reba. Thank you very much. I believe that before we commit any troops to overseas engagements, you need to have the approval of Congress. That was codified in 1973 with the War Powers Act, and I believe it's something that's circumvented. It was circumvented in Libya because the president said that we were using it as part of a NATO action, and we weren't just acting alone. The Republicans have done it as well. I do believe stability at home begins with stability abroad. I did support the engagement in Iraq and the engagement in Afghanistan. People said that weapons of mass destruction were not found in Iraq. Make no mistake, Iraq was a failed state. They had used chemical and biological weapons not only against their own citizens, but also in the war with Iran from 1980 to 1988. Failed states are an incredible danger to this country, and again, stability at home begins with stability abroad. I will say this with regard to Afghanistan. We're treating the symptoms right now in Afghanistan. We need a comprehensive peace agreement between the Pakistanis and the Indians, because right now Pakistan views the world through the lens of India. They're desperately afraid that India will invade them, and if they do not have a friendly government in Afghanistan in which to retreat, they will be wiped out. So I think instead of treating the symptoms, trying to have a carrot and a stick to the ISI, which is the intelligence service in Pakistan, are they with us, are they against us, are they playing both sides, are they hiding Osama bin Laden in the very city that's the equivalent to our West Point? I think we need to have a comprehensive peace solution between the Indians and the Pakistanis, and I think that will end most of our problems that we have in that region. Thank you.
There are a lot of problems in the region, and a lot of the problems are coming home. If we back India, if we back Pakistan, winning, losers, picking who wins, who loses, which rules, I would much rather us work here at home on improving our freedom. I would much rather us go and restore what made us great and exporting that. Because when people see opportunity, when people see that their children are able to achieve their dreams. When we export that to foreign countries, as we did for many years to Europe, that's something that takes hold. That's something that we understand. These wars are bad things. I understand that we had a mission to do. We had to take out those that wanted to do us harm. That's fine. But that's done now. Now it's time to get back and take care of our own. We don't have the money to be the police force of the world. We don't have it.